incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
Right now, 694.
In motion left is Wilson. To throw his Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Again, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Saints first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on fourth and long. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine the ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Here's Jackson. And this one too low. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
A point after, good by Groupie. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
From the gun, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now it's Jackson. They shakes him off. Flush to his right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We're good. Ain't no way.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Carr going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Carr to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick 6. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick 6, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing now is Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A final shot before break. Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Now inside the 25. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, now Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Now Carr. That is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Good footwork at the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Hey, out.
Jackson now. Finding Walker complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Now Jackson.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Oh, some strong running.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Jackson out to his left. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's Carr to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
One down. White Monday. 6-18.
Carr going to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
93. 6:37.
Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
For gain of 14 yards. And the Saints first down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now Carr.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ryan Brzee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Throwing now is Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you. So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Saints.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Carr going to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot for Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our entire